What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to the Dirty Part Hooker Garage. It's gonna be named that till she leaves. So, anyway, I can't avoid it any longer. I'm gonna have to get on the ground. So what we're gonna do, hopefully, is get the whole fuel pump wired up, which means the new hat or hanger, whatever you want to call it. The new, and the reason why I got a new hanger is because it's got the AN fittings on it, and I also got a new sending unit. I don't know if that one worked. It could have. I don't remember. But regardless, the tank's out, so we'll put a new sending unit in it. Yes, the tank's out. My dad went ahead and did that. Told him there's a half tank of gas in there. He stuck the pump, the little hand pump thing in there. He's like, there's not gas in there. So then he tried taking it down himself. It smells like gas in here. And that was 3 days ago. I told him there's a half tank of gas in there. Anywho, let me try to explain to you what I'm going to do here. I'll show you what I got. I'll show you what I got here. So there's the hanger. It's got two 6AN fittings on it. I know some people will get the 6 and 8. I just left them the same. That's what's coming off there. Hopefully they don't bite me in the ass. And then here is the Quantum 340. Now, the problem with this thing is it's hardwired with small wire, so I can't do the wiring upgrade. That's how they all are, man. I don't know why. Even the Aeromotive is, so. But here's this one. We'll figure this out. It comes with like its own waterproof plug here, but I gotta figure out how that would work. You usually got wires running down, yeah, from here. And see this? Yeah, that's soldered on there, man. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. And then this came with the hanger. See the problem there, dude? See the problem there? Yeah, there. That's supposed to be in there. I pushed it in. I pushed it in again, and then I don't know, did it just lock in? Oh, there it goes. It just locked in. Guess they had a 5-year-old pushing that in the factory. But, okay, you guys got to remember, you got to have the 7-year-olds do that. Unfortunately, but I don't know how I'm gonna have to do this, because this plugs in to this, but this is that shitty wire. The thing about this is, I wanted to do a wire, the wiring upgrade, the 10 gauge wire that Neo does. Well, I can't because of that. It's not. Usually there's like terminals. You can put your 10 gauge wire on this. You drill these out and stuff on this thing, and it's like I did to the other car. So that's not in the card right now. And when you hook up a Terminator X, and this car right here too, the wiring harnesses have a relay for the fuel pump in them, okay? And they just have a trigger wire coming off that you hook up to it. Well, the Terminator X in my other car, they told you to, in their manual, they said, do not hook it up to that trigger wire directly to the pump, hook it up to another relay. I was like, oh, okay. I never really knew why, and I thought maybe they were splitting the voltage or the amperage or whatever up on them. And this time I was like, am I supposed to do that with this? So I went into the manual, and it says right in there, you're safe to hook it up to that wire, but do not hook it up to it if your pump requires more than 15 amps of power or whatever. So I looked up the amps on this, and at 60 psi, which is, I guess, its highest, it said was 13.5 amps. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm okay to hook it up to that relay, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hook it up to another relay that I'm going to mount in the back like I did the other car. I figured just be a little bit safer. Is it overkill? Probably. I don't know. But and then what I'll do, all I got to do is run one wire to all the way back here, guys. From this all the way back, there'll be a 10 gauge wire, and then I'll hook like a fuse off, like a 30 amp fuse, like a J fuse, If you guys ever seen those, they just have spades on them, so you can hook whatever size wire you want to them, which are cool, because the ones you get at the parts store that have the inline wired ones, I've ran into it where you can't find 10 gauge wire. They're like 12 or 14 or whatever. So J fuses are cool because you hook whatever size wire you want. So and that's all I got to do is run one wire back there. You get a 4-prong relay. I think I got a couple of 40 amp relays. I have to look. I think I got a couple of them. And it's a 4-prong relay, and all you got to do is hook the power into that. Then you hook the positive to the pump into the relay. Then you just hook a ground off to the chassis and a ground to the pump, and then the other wire is the trigger wire to this. See, wiring, it's simple. I don't know why people complain about it. It's that simple. You guys got what I just said, right? It's not a big deal. Let me go find I know I got a couple relays. Now that I want them, I'm not going to be able to find them, but let me go check. Looky, man. That was quick. 40 amp fuse. And see, you got 30 would be, I think that's your switch, right? Or no, 86 is your switch. 30 is from the pump. 85 would be ground, and 87 would be the power. See? Simple. Like, how do you know that? I've wired a couple of these up before. Hey, sometimes I'm surprised I remember. I'll have to check that to make sure that's right, because it's been a while since I did wire one up. Sometimes I do got to go back and make sure I got it right, but anyway, let's go. All right, got things cleaned out here a little bit, and we'll get that running there. I think what I did in the other car was I did what Neo did and mounted it right there, and I think I used these as a ground, because that is some solid metal, dude. That is a solid piece of metal right there. I use that for the ground. And then this is the J fuse. Let me get in some light here. See, it's a little 30 amp J fuse. It's got 2 spades. You take 2 male spades and just put them in there, whatever wire you want. Yeah, there's the fuel line on the car. Stock V8 fuel line. One spot had that rubber hose connected to it because they broke it or something. Not exactly safe, but... Can you hear me? Yeah, it's that time of year again, guys. Sorry about the noise, but there you go. Boom. Got it done. Going on. I'll run it back. And I'll be back. If I would have thought ahead, I should have put this on before I put that on. So I basically put enough on here just to get it through the firewall, so I didn't get, you know, frayed up from any edges or anything like that. And I basically just use shrink wrap to keep these from going anywhere. This is the stuff that's got the glue in it. So I didn't figure you'd need it all on this going inside the car there. So I'll get this slipped up and through and then to the back. But yeah, that was kind of backwards. All right, this is the fun. Quantum 340. This hanger, Quantum. Plug. Same company. Putting different plugs on shit. This is for a Fox body, and I don't know how you can't do that. This stuff is soldered right at the top. I don't dig this thing, man, at all. I mean, I don't know, it's stupid. These are pretty flimsy up here. So what I'm probably gonna have to do here Let's just chop this, chop these, butt connect them, shrink wrap them. Should be all right. I don't think it'll start a fire, hopefully. So, and guys, I'm sitting here trying to figure this shit out. What's really got me uneasy is this right here. Look at this. This is really, really flimsy. I do not like this. I mean, that could break. Then you're taking your tank down and stuff. They made this, man, like 2 or 3 inches too short. If they would have made this long enough, I could poke those through there and wire up a plug. So this is what I got to do. I'm going to cut this with enough wire to reuse it. Then I'm going to take all this off here, and I'm going to poke these down in there, connect them to this, okay? And then I'm going to take this to the wire that's coming from the car and connect it to that. Done. Then you got a quick release, whatnot, because this is goddamn, this is hokey, man. And maybe the stock ones are like that, I don't know. But that's, to me, it's hokey, because that's just, I mean, I keep moving these things around here because I'm trying to get the pump in and whatnot, and I'm like, dude, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. So let me go ahead, get these butt connected, right? God, I gotta cut these right here. I want to get as high as I can. So, all right, let me do my stupid shit. People are, I don't know, there could be somebody out there going, what are you doing, bro? But here we go. We're just gonna, it'll work. Hopefully I don't blow up. This video is coming to an end. Wires were cut, decisions were made, and I'll show you what's going on here. So this right here, we're gonna have to cut this anyway. So we got a butt connector there. Then I thought I was gonna take this plug it into these wires and do this. Then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, well, I don't want 2 breaks in the line here, and then a plug. So I ordered some Deutsch connectors, and I probably can use this. We melted this thing off here since that wasn't gonna work, and we put these like double-edged grommets in there. They fit perfectly. I did the same thing to the other car with 10 gauge wire. So I got that stuff, I got that plug ordered. What I'll do is I'll cut this off here, and I got plenty of wire here, and then I'll take that connector when I get it, put it on here, cut this off and put another one on there. That way there's no another break in the line with butt connectors. So I gotta wait for them. Gotta wait for them. Like I said, this was the plug that came, that was on this thing with some really lousy ends here. So anyway, making it better. So that was a little unexpected. Oh well, you know. Anyway, I want to talk about this wiring harness from Aces. Okay, it's not a bad harness, man. I think a couple people like misunderstood me, I guess, but I did think about something though. Holley with the Terminator X, they actually give you 3 harnesses. So they give you their main harness, power harness, and then the input outputs, which I got with this car. But so that's what kind of confused me with this harness, was the power was in with the main harness. In Holley's was separate. That'd be cool if it was separate and they just put a whole bunch of long, you know, wire on it and you can cut it wherever you need it. But they kind of kept that short because I think they, you know, if they think people got old pickups and they're just going to mount those relays and stuff on the firewall. No. So most of this went in the car, as I did in the last video. And of course we got this MSD box thing hooked up here. We're going to slide that back in there. Let me show you inside the car. I don't think I ever showed you. what we got going on here. So here you go. Here is everything. This is right here. This is the trigger to the relay for the fuel pump, and then this is the ignition wire. Ignition wire is going to go over there. So this is everything inside the car. This gets plugged into the ECU. Here are my relays. I got to put the relays back in there. I took them apart. And you see how they got them. They got waterproof ones on here, so they expect people to stick them outside. So, and then the input outputs here, and the can's up in there. I just got to, it's right here. So everything's right here, and it should be able to tuck away inside where the stock computer was. That computer for Aces does have dampeners, kind of like an MSD box, but I don't know if I'll be able to use them over here because you got to screw them in from the other side. I could try my, I could buy some nut zerts. Some nut zerts and put them in. I don't know if I can get in there with the thing. More to think about. Anyway, like I said, I think they kind of expect people to put this stuff up on the firewall here. I'm not doing that. It's getting put inside where it's protected, and we'll deal with the rest of this out here. But no, this is a great wiring harness. But like I said, I do wish the power was separated and they put more wire to it, you know, but oh well. But yeah, I didn't expect this to happen, man. That sucks. But the funny thing is, I got the right here are the pliers for the Deutsch connectors. So this is the crimp for it. When I first was looking for these pliers, they were fucking expensive, man. They were just crazy expensive. And then I was just on Amazon one day and I saw these, I think for 20 bucks. I was like, dude, no way. So I bought them with the anticipation of maybe one day doing some Deutsch connector work. And so here we are. And I'll get those ordered, and then we'll get this, you know, taken care of, I guess. But in the meantime, I don't know, maybe I'll come out here tomorrow and maybe run fuel line. Yeah, I'm gonna be on my back for that. The only problem is I don't have this stuff done in the tank to start measuring back there. So I screwed myself. I just, yeah. Well, thanks for watching. And we'll do more Dirty Pirate Hooker stuff later. See ya.